Hey there, ready to nail your commercial manager interview? We're here to guide you through some key questions you might face. Let's start by diving into one about leading cross-functional teams. Can you share an experience where you successfully led a cross-functional team to accomplish a business goal? This question is your chance to demonstrate your leadership skills and your ability to coordinate different departments towards achieving a common objective. Let's consider how you can effectively prepare your answer. Think of a specific project where you were in charge. Mention the various departments involved and outline their roles. Focus on the goal and how you effectively coordinated the team. Share the metrics or results that highlight your success. Reflect on the leadership skills you employed during this experience. Now, here's how you might structure your answer.
In a previous job, I led a cross functional team with members from marketing, finance, and sales to launch a new product. Our aim was to hit $1 million in sales in the first quarter. I held weekly meetings to ensure strategic alignment, and we rolled out targeted marketing campaigns. By the quarter's end, we surpassed our target by 20%. This taught me the value of clear communication and teamwork across departments.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Commercial Manager. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell us about a tough negotiation you've been part of. What role did you play, and what was the outcome? This question aims to understand your negotiation skills, your strategic thinking, and how you manage complex situations to achieve favorable outcomes. Here are some points to consider when crafting your response. Select a specific negotiation that showcases your skills. Clearly outline your role and what you were responsible for. Discuss the challenges you faced and how you overcame them. Share the outcome and any lessons learned for future negotiations. Focus on your personal contribution to the result. Let's look at an example of how you might frame your answer.
In my previous role as a procurement manager, I negotiated a significant contract with a supplier known for frequent price hikes. By analyzing their pricing methods and presenting alternative market data, I managed to secure a 15% price reduction and established a long-term partnership.
Can you describe a situation where you had to adapt to significant market changes? How did you handle it? This question is designed to assess your adaptability and problem-solving skills when confronted with changes in the market. Here are some tips to help you prepare your answer. Identify a particular market change you encountered, such as a new competitor or regulation. Explain the initial impact of this change on your role or company. Discuss the actions you took to adapt, highlighting your decision-making process. Emphasize the positive outcomes of your actions. Share any lessons you learned from this experience. Here's an example of how you could answer this.
In 2021, we faced a surge in e-commerce competitors. I analyzed market trends and adjusted our pricing strategy to stay competitive, leading to a 15% increase in sales over 6 months.
If your team isn't hitting commercial targets, what steps would you take to address this? This question evaluates your problem-solving abilities and leadership skills in managing and motivating a team to achieve targets. Here's how you can effectively approach this scenario. Analyze data to identify specific areas where targets are not being met. Engage with team members to understand the challenges they face. Hold a meeting to discuss findings and realign goals. Create an action plan with clear, achievable steps for improvement. Implement regular check-ins to monitor progress and provide support. Let's see how you might articulate your strategy.
I would start by analyzing sales data to identify where we're falling short. Then, I'd meet with team members individually to understand the obstacles they're facing. We would then hold a team meeting to brainstorm solutions and redefine targets. I'd establish an action plan with specific tasks and conduct regular check-ins to track our progress.
How would you react to a sudden change in consumer demand for your product? This question assesses your agility and strategic thinking in responding to shifts in consumer demand. Consider these pointers when formulating your response. Quickly assess the reasons behind the demand shift. Review current inventory and supply chain capacities. Communicate with stakeholders and teams to coordinate a response strategy. Adapt marketing and sales strategies to align with new consumer interests. Monitor results closely and remain flexible to make necessary adjustments. Here's an example of how you could respond.
If there's a sudden demand increase, I'd quickly analyze data to understand the driving factors. I'd check our inventory to ensure we can meet the demand and collaborate with the marketing team to adjust our messaging. Finally, I'd monitor sales and feedback to refine our approach as needed.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.